What is your American dream?
My American dream is basically, I don't want to be too wealthy. I don't really care. I just want to live an average life. I want to bring home some money to my parents because my parents are the ones who raised me. They gave me everything. You know, they came from India here just so we could have a better life. So I just want them to have a good life, and I want to be able to take care of them.
America is a really diverse place, rich in culture, and I hope it stays the same forever.
Live your life to the fullest and not having to worry about day-to-day problems that just keep on going on.
I don't have American dream, but I do have a dream for America. It's just for equality and everybody to be in peace and everybody to treat others as they want to be treated.
My American dream is to become an NYPD and do well in future and make my parents proud.
My dream is already here. We own hotels, we own restaurants, what else you need? I'm good, thank you God.
I do have a dream, and that's the reason I left my family in India to get some good money so they can have a good life in India. I want my family to be here. I will live with them. Maybe
What is your American dream?
My American dream is basically, I don't want to be too wealthy. I don't really care. I just want to live an average life. I want to bring home some money to my parents because my parents are the ones who raised me. They gave me everything. You know, they came from India here just so we could have a better life. So I just want them to have a good life, and I want to be able to take care of them.
America is a really diverse place, rich in culture, and I hope it stays the same forever.
Live your life to the fullest and not having to worry about day-to-day problems that just keep on going on.
I don't have American dream, but I do have a dream for America. It's just for equality and everybody to be in peace and everybody to treat others as they want to be treated.
My American dream is to become an NYPD and do well in future and make my parents proud.
My dream is already here. We own hotels, we own restaurants, what else you need? I'm good, thank you God.
I do have a dream, and that's the reason I left my family in India to get some good money so they can have a good life in India. I want my family to be here. I will live with them. Maybe God fulfill my dream or not, that I don't know, but I'm trying my best.
Free, liberal society where everybody respects everybody and has a life together, right? Has a society together. That's what American dream is for me.
Everybody live happily and culturally rich at the same time, exploring their dreams and getting them.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Welcome everybody, it is Pop-Up Friday. My name is Brad Bernstein. On Fridays, we do Pop-Up Brad Show Live. It's condensed Brad Show Live. We have less show, less time, less questions, but all the fun. So are you guys ready to rock? Yo-yo? Vanessa, why am I yelling?
Oh yeah.
Why am I yelling today? Are you ready to rock?
Because it's Friday.
Yo-yo.
Are you hearing Yo-Yo?
I
Are
don't.
you muted, Yo-Yo?
Yo-Yo is so ready to rock.
How about now?
He's already ready to leave the studio.
We did like 5 mic checks. We had a full-blown conversation.
Now I hear you, Mr. Verizon.
I have to mute and unmute myself, so I got to remember.
Yes.
It's a lot. I just get so excited.
I'm going to call you Mr. Verizon from now on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Right.
Yo-yo. Let's start this again. Vanessa.
All right.
Wow, you guys look really good. You guys look like you're ready to rock tonight. You guys, it's Friday. You guys look like you're ready to rock tonight. Look at you guys.
Absolutely. I'm excited. You already look closer.
Oh, you got the shave, you got the hairdo. Vanessa's got the do going tonight.
Girls are out.
You've got the good makeup going. You got the good glow.
Brad, you over there, you looking kind of slim in there. Got a little tight sweater on. I'm liking it.
Now, do you remember? Do you remember? It was about a year and a half ago. Do you remember? I think this was before you, Vanessa. I don't think you were on the show at this time. We had a contest that lose weight with Uncle Brad, and nobody lost weight, including me. We were trying to get the squad to lose weight, me to lose weight. Nobody was losing weight.
Some of the squad lost weight.
Some of them lost weight, but since the pandemic has started, when the pandemic first started, and everyone was like, piling up on, toilet paper and tissues and Lysol wipes. I mean, you couldn't find a Lysol wipe if your life depended on it. Remember that? Right. And now now they figured out that the virus, you don't get the virus from the surface. It's all airborne. But everybody was freaking out. You got to wipe everything down, wiped out. So I went to the store and I'm like, all right, there's no wipes, there's no toilet paper, it's the end of the world, but they got 20 bags of Oreo cookies. That's it. I'm leaving with 20 bags of Oreo cookies because I had to leave the store with something.
Have you tried the golden Oreos?
I did. I had the golden. I had the double stuffed. I had the thin. I got milk. I had it all. So I'm like, I don't got toilet paper.
Guy.
I don't got Lysol wipes. I got nothing.
But I
got cookies, and now I'm ready to quarantine. So I blew up like a balloon. If you go back and look at Brad Show Live from my dining room table, I'm like this, But I have lost. Drum roll, please. 22 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I did. I lost 22 pounds. Yeah.
Wow.
I have another 10 to go. I have another.
That's amazing.
The last 10 is the hardest because, now that they opened back the gym, I'm going back to the gym. Not that I'm building,
Nice.
not that I'm building, not that I'm going to become yo-yo or, another yo-yo with like muscles on top of muscles. But, when you're working out, it's hard to lose weight because you are building muscle. So these last 10 has been very difficult. I've been going very slow this last week. I only lost like a half a pound.
Are you doing cardio?
No, I hate cardio. What I do is, I hate it. What I do is I go to the gym and I walk around the locker room for about an hour. And it's it's a lot of work going back and forth, and you break a sweat, then you go take a shower, and then you're like, whoo, time to go. No, what I do is I go and do a whole circuit. So what I like to do is I just like to go from machine to machine to to exercise without very short breaks. So it's like almost like I boot camp myself in a way for like 45 minutes, and then I break a sweat. But for me to just go on the the elliptical like this, I feel like a fool. Don't you feel like a fool on the elliptical?
Do it. I think you should do it. They're calling you David
watch this now. They're
Hasselhoff.
gonna make a GIF of me now. Watch the crews. that they're like GIF moment right there. Brad doing that.
Do it again. Do it again.
I'm not doing it again. They're gonna have to get the GIF on that one. What's your plans for the weekend, guys?
It's actually gonna be pretty chill. I'm gonna do a Friendsgiving or go to a Friendsgiving.
That's nice.
That went from like 20 people to literally like 5 people because of the whole shutdown and like the COVID stuff. Like, so everybody was like, because he has like a penthouse by Wall Street. It's actually close to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally walking distance. So he was gonna do this huge Friendsgiving, but now we put it down to just like 5 close friends.
So Yo-Yo is going to be at a penthouse on Wall Street. Can you beat that, Vanessa? It's can you beat Yo-Yo's Thanksgiving? We should have that contest. All right, Yo-Yo has made like the base. Penthouse on Wall Street. Who can beat
I'll
it?
be watching that story this weekend. I'll be tuned to his social media. I have a Friendsgiving as well, but it is definitely not in a penthouse. It's just in a humble little home in Jersey. So I'm not here to compete. I'm just here for a good time and some gratitude. But
that sounds also just as beautiful. Humble home in New Jersey, with gratitude. There's nothing wrong with that. Although
I'll text you if my Friendsgiving isn't as good as yours is, and we'll see where that's at.
Right. although if you are going to give thanks, why not give thanks in a penthouse on Wall Street, right? Why not?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. If you can do it.
All right.
How about you, Brad? What do you have planned for the weekend?
I don't have any plans for the weekend. I'll be working tomorrow. It's hard to make plans in New York. I mean, it's hard to make plans everywhere, I guess, now, unless you're going to go hang out at a friend's house, because the restaurants and bars are closing at 10 o'clock and you're like, what are you going to do? Our show is over, by the time I get out of the office, during the week, it's 8:30, 8:45. And I'm like, I can't even go to a restaurant right now. So I go home. I go home. I go, damn, I don't even know how to cook. There's nothing I can cook.
Oh no!
Nothing I can cook, so that's how I've been losing the weight because I don't cook. I just go to sleep, But that's not true. But I don't really have plans for the weekend. I'm going to be working tomorrow. I kind of not making plans anymore because there's like nowhere to go and nothing to do except unless you're gonna go out for dinner at like 7 o'clock, and I'm not a 7 o'clock dinner guy. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that Florida life.
Yeah,
the Florida life when you
going to bed all early.
Going to bed all early and stuff. You have lunch at 11.
Retirement.
Lunch at 11.
Right.
Dinner at 4.
Dinner at 5.
Dinner at 5. Talking about breakfast at 10 o'clock before you go to bed. What do we want to eat for breakfast in the morning, right?
That's depressing just talking about it.
Right. Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah. No. Good.
But
we all aren't.
But I'm closer than you.
Not that. Ain't that far, bro.
I'm closer than you.
It's not a race.
You're not that far.
It's not a race, but it's something you will never catch up to me. All right, I am always going to be beating you in that.
Dang.
All right, so let's say hello to the squad. Jessica Levy, how are you? Alicia Enoch, squad up. How are you? Latoya, his Forever Peterson. Squad up, everybody. How are you? Willie L. Williams, Latana Sani, Carol Anderson, the Tiger, Jilly Gould, Terrell Wayne, and who else we got? I said Jessica Leamy, Cordella Douglas. We haven't said hello to Cordella in a while. How are you, my dear? And Shelly Ann Williams and Marge Higgs. Squad up, Marge. Ma Dukes and Vivian, part of the crew, saying happy Friday. Marlon Duncan, squad up, family. And Marcia McCullough, squad up. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Miss Sunshine, squad up, Rad Squad. Happy Friday. Thank you very much. Kiki saying, hey guys, how are you? Just Prince, hello. AJ, squad up. Belle Lee Gordon, Blaze MB, and Nishika Boyd. Squad up to you all. Yo-Yo,
Yes.
Vanessa.
Yes.
Let's get rocking.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. All right, come on. So now, everybody on all social media sites, first things first, before I tell you guys how important it is to share, it's just as important to join the Facebook VIP page. It is the Brad Squad on Facebook. If you join that, you could throw in your questions anytime throughout the day. You never know when we're going to come on and pop up. So if you aren't able to see the actual show because you don't know if you're going to be ready or like if you're going to be at work, join the Brad Squad on Facebook. It is the VIP page, and throw in your question anytime throughout the day. All you have to do is put in Brad Squad in the search engine. So I need you all to do this. You will become a VIP member. Yesterday we did this and we talked about everybody who is a VIP member. I want you guys to do that again. If you guys had just joined the Brad Squad on Facebook and became a VIP member, if you're just now doing it, I need you guys to shout yourself out in the comment section, and we will give you a big shout out because this is a big thing. This, you're joining a special group, all right? So make sure you guys do that right now. Now on Facebook, I need you all to share. This is a pop-up. The only way, if you did not click that bell notification to find out that we are going live, the only way people can find out if the show is on right now is if you guys share, all right? The power is in your hands or in your fingertips. All you have to do is click the little share button that's an arrow pointing to the right and share it to anybody's page. You can share it in an inbox, make it very personal. You can actually share it in different groups and communities on Facebook. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of groups that you can share this to. So there's no excuse, all right? We all need to work together to get this show out there. And the only way, like I said, we could do it is with your help. Now, throw in all your questions and your comments in the comment section. We love the interaction. We love when you like, love, smiley face, wow face, mad face, because you see all those emojis under the video. I need you guys to keep on hitting those. All right, show us how you guys are feeling. We're going to schmooze for a little bit. Let us know how you guys feel about all the stories, all right? Now, also, lastly, I told you, I need you guys to all please click that bell notification. Today is a perfect example why you need to hit that notification button, because you never know when we're going to go live. You have no idea until you press that. It will send you a notification.
Yo-Yo, I apologize. I apologize to interrupt, Yo-Yo. I have an interruption, please. My apologies, Yo-Yo. Diane Reed, she is calling me out in patois.
Ooh.
All right. When a Jamaican woman calls you out in patois, you know they're mad. So I had to interrupt you right here on the spot. Diane Reed, VIP squad member, squad up. Now she's not mad at me anymore. All right, go back, Yo-Yo, go back. She was calling me out in patois. I said, I got to stop this right here, right now.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. So like I said, make sure you hit that bell notification so you can find out anytime we come on live. Now, Ness-Quick, what are we going to do on YouTube?
Okay, squad, on YouTube, very simple, and the best thing that you could do for yourself is subscribe to the channel. So make sure that you click that subscribe button, and right next to it you'll find a little bell. When you click that bell, it turns on your notifications so you know when Brad's show is live Monday through Friday. You guys don't want to miss it, especially a day like today where we're getting started a little earlier. You want to make sure that you tune in right away when on, and the only way you can do that is by turning on that notification bell. Of course, like Yo-Yo said on Facebook, I'm going to ask you to do the same here on YouTube. Below, you'll find an arrow. It says share. Share this right now. Share it with friends, share it with family, share it in a WhatsApp group, share it in Facebook, share it everywhere, you guys. Share, 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 because that helps us help more people. Be that source for someone out there that you know needs immigration advice, that needs questions answered the same way you guys do. You already know all the knowledge and all the value that Brad brings us every single day, so why not share that with more and more people? That way we can help as many people out there as we can, and our squad grows more and more. We want to see comments from you guys, so make sure that you're commenting and sharing your questions in the comment box here on YouTube. We have our squad in the back looking out for your questions during social media check-in, so be sure to ask those now because we are collecting them for later in the show. Most importantly on YouTube as well, we need you guys to give us those thumbs up. I tell you guys this all the time. There are so many more people watching than they are saying that they like the show. And when you say that you like the show by giving us that thumbs up, it lets YouTube know that we're doing great work here, and that it should be something that we share, and it goes out there in the algorithm. And the more you like it, the more it'll show, the more YouTube will understand that there's great value here and that there's so much to share and more people need to see it. So by you simply clicking that thumbs up, you have no idea how much that helps us. It's also a way for you guys to share that you actually love what you're watching. And just like you say you do, just give us those thumbs up, or I may have to hold Brad from answering those questions later on. So please, please, please give us those thumbs up, because that's just a way for you guys to share your appreciation and let YouTube know that we're doing great things here. As well, if you can't catch a full 2-hour show, why not catch us on our smaller platform, yet so much information? Catch us on Instagram at Brad Show Live. Follow us there. We're sharing so much content. If you can't catch a full show, we share our best snippets of the show there. You can also share your questions in a direct message on Instagram. So DM us, like, comment. We want to hear from you guys every now and again. There is a contest going on there. We might be looking for Brad Squad VIPs to join us for one of our games, a bratification. We're always looking out for you guys, so make sure that you're following us on Instagram at Brad Show Live, where you can catch the best snippets of our show and our best highlights. Let's get into it without further ado. Schmoozing with Brad.
All right, boss lady, laying it down. You don't give the thumbs up, I'm going to tell Brad not to answer your question. Laying down the law on a Friday night. Curls and all. Curls and all, right?
Girls and all.
Yeah. Meanwhile, even though it's Friday, we do have to talk about this. It's actually very upsetting news to begin with, and I'm in all seriousness. 22 women, and we'll get to some fun stuff because it is Friday, but 22 women have just gone public today with graphic descriptions of medical abuse in ICE detention facilities. One detained woman compared her visit to the gynecologist to being raped. She said, "I told him no, but he kept going. Relax," he told me. Another woman was told she was going to be deported just hours after talking with federal investigators about the medical treatment she received at Irwin County Detention Center, a privately operated prison in Georgia. A third woman said she went in for a toothache. She thought she was going to have 2 molars removed. She woke up, 6 teeth were gone. During the 3-hour car ride back to the detention center, the woman who had her teeth removed, she was given no medicine to numb her pain, and she was spitting blood into a sweater. These testimonials are just a few from the 22 women who brought a lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security and the Trump administration for what is abuse, criminal acts.
Wow.
At least 6 of the women have been deported. 7 more are facing imminent deportation. Democratic members of Congress are asking that the women be granted special U visas. If you are the victim of a crime, and you help in the investigation of that crime, you're entitled to a U visa and you can't be deported. So that's what these women should be getting right now from USCIS. The statements by the women include testimonials about mold-infested jail cells, guards beating up detained women, then dragging them from their room naked, psychiatric and breathing medicines being withheld, and women giving stained underwear to wear. Dirty, stained underwear. Multiple women allege they want to share their stories with the congressional delegation that visited them in September, but the guards prevented them from meeting with the congressional delegation. In September, Dawn Wooden, a nurse formerly employed at Irwin County Detention Center, filed a complaint raising concerns about an undetermined number of hysterectomies supposedly performed there. Basically, medical negligence. The doctor accused of performing the unnecessary procedures, including hysterectomies, was later identified as Dr. Mahendra Amin, nicknamed the uterus collector by detainees. And this doctor, unfortunately, is an immigrant himself from India. That lawsuit started today. We'll see. The government should bring back those women to come testify. They should get U visas.
Yeah, absolutely.
But getting a U visa, I wouldn't want to go through that for a U visa. I wouldn't want to be. I mean, that's not even humane what they went through.
No, absolutely.
So terrible news there. On some positive, I don't know if this is positive or negative, but with millions of Americans left jobless and the pandemic ongoing, we're going to talk about the pandemic in a minute or two. Food banks and charities from New York to Los Angeles have been handing out free turkeys and other produce to help those in need enjoy a Thanksgiving meal this year. We were having so much fun, and then the news is so bad.
I know.
I'm depressed now. I was in such a good mood until I'm reading this news.
But it's part of our job to build awareness on these things.
That is true.
Our intern and immigration show, so sometimes it's not Friday.
It is not Friday today. It's Fry Sucks Day. This sucks, this news.
Friday.
Friday. Well, anyway, Thanksgiving, it's normally a time for feasting and celebrating. Obviously, we're not going to be able to feast and celebrate in big groups. In New York alone, Governor Cuomo said if you're going to be more than 10 people, you're committing a crime in the same home on Thanksgiving. At food banks in New York City on Monday, dozens of people lined up to receive a free turkey. Leslie Gordon, president of the Food Bank for New York City, told Reuters, even before the pandemic, there are 1.5 million residents here across the 5 boroughs who didn't always know where their next meal was coming from or what it will be. And that has escalated considerably to nearly 2 million of our neighbors. Ruth Crawford, who was waiting online to collect her turkey, told Reuters, it's a little shocking, it's a little sad. You don't think of yourself getting online to get a turkey. You don't think you're going to lose your job, but then things happen. So for those who don't have a turkey, there are food banks throughout New York City and Los Angeles for sure. Also through the YMCA in Los Angeles, where you can get food baskets as well. And perhaps we'll be able to put up some of those websites or places we can go in a little bit. I don't have it on my card, but hopefully we can get that. Rudy Giuliani's son tested positive for coronavirus today. Does anybody care that Rudy Giuliani's son has coronavirus other than Rudy Giuliani and his mother?
No, I care about his drip.
Did you guys see this picture? That was bad. That was a meme.
The drip?
Yesterday.
His hair.
Yeah, that was at the news conference yesterday in which he continued to cast doubt on the results of the presidential election. People thought it was hair dye.
What was it?
I'll tell you what the general consensus is, that he used mascara to cover up his gray sideburns, and under the heat lights, the mascara started to run.
No.
Because he wanted his gray sideburns to match the rest of his face. Now, let me do a side profile here of Uncle Brad. I have side. Oops, this side. I always screw up. I have side gray here.
Gray sideburns.
Okay, and then darker here. Never, ever will you see me put mascara on here. Never.
Yeah.
You will never see Uncle Brad do that.
Might as well just dye it. Dye the whole thing.
Might as well just chop your head off at that point.
That point. just get away with the whole head?
Yeah, just take the whole. I mean, if you're so concerned about your gray sideburns, just chop your head off already. You know, you don't need your head anymore, right?
Right.
Obvious.
Yeah.
Right. Brad. That was a lot.
Let's see what else is happening here. We're gonna do the rest of the sad news on Monday.
Friday news. We're getting to the Friday news.
Yeah, so we'll do the rest of it. We'll do the rest of the sad news on Monday. You know what's also? This is interesting. We don't have a show on Monday. No, that's right. So let me do the rest of the sad news today. Where's the rest of my sad news?
How many is it?
There's a lot of sad news today.
Wow.
Nope,
Okay.
nope,
Save them.
nope. Where's the rest of my sad news? Maybe it's here. Yes, here it is.
There we go.
More sad
In my
news.
hand.
In more sad news, children facing imminent deportation. They're asking the Trump administration and President Biden for help. 2 children held in an ICE family detention facility in Texas wrote, "We thought the United States had a history of respecting the law and well-being of children." The 2 girls who penned the letter, they're 14 and 15 years old. They wrote the letter on behalf of 28 children and their families who are being held in the South Texas Family Residential Center in Dilley, Texas, but they are not being given the opportunity to apply for asylum. Why are they not being able to apply for asylum, Yo-Yo and Vanessa, you may ask? Yo-Yo and Vanessa, you may ask that question?
Yeah.
Why aren't they?
Why aren't they? Good question, Yo-Yo. Because Trump changed the law through regulation and executive order, it wasn't through Congress, that said if you touch another country on your way to the United States to apply for asylum, you cannot apply for asylum in the United States. You got to go back to that country that you first touched to apply. So that is why many Central Americans who are traveling from Guatemala, Honduras, they don't actually fly. They have to walk, take buses, a hike, hitchhike. And that's why they're not able to apply for asylum. So these families are being held in Dilley, Texas, and will ultimately be deported. And it's funny. It's not funny. It's actually funny, sad in a way, because the Trump administration, they say, we would accept their asylum case, but the law says we're not allowed to, because you changed the freaking law so that nobody could apply for asylum. But you want to know what they'll do is they'll go on Fox News and say, all these people are trying to break the law by applying for asylum. We just want them to follow the law. But you just changed the law and now they can't.
Right.
They can't.
You frustrated their opportunity to even apply for asylum, but they go on like their poop don't stink. Oh, well, of course, if they were able to, follow the law, of course we would have absolutely accept their asylum case.
So annoying.
Yeah. Has you not changed the law? Duh. I hate seeing these images.
Friday, Yo-Yo. Friday, Vanessa. Friday.
Look how you look.
I'm angry now. I'm not having a good time anymore. I'm angry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where's the 1942?
Exactly. According to multiple sources, the Trump administration is still trying to ram last-minute immigration policies through.
Sheesh. Are you serious?
Yeah. For instance, the Department of Homeland Security is trying to ramp up agreements to send asylum seekers to Central American countries. Behind the push is Stephen the Lurch Miller, Trump's lead immigration advisor. But unfortunately, they're going to make people's lives miserable for another 2 months. And then Biden's going to come in. But the problem is that they're not coordinating with Biden in a transition. So, it's going to take months and months and months if there's no transition, which is what we're seeing right now. For Biden, there's so many things that he has to undo. You can't just undo it on day one because there's no transition.
That's just evil.
It's like, Yo-Yo, it's like, there's no Uncle Brad anymore. Let's assume there's no Uncle Brad anymore. And Yo-Yo now has to come in and be Uncle Yo-Yo and run an entire law firm. Okay, you're going to be able to fix everybody's immigration case, having not met anybody or knowing anything what's going on day one?
No.
And this is now not just, an office of cases. This is an entire country of cases.
Right.
So think about it.
Oh man. Yeah, that's but
I'm thinking about it since
it's petty to me because it's like you're not gonna be in the White House right after. So it's like, you literally have a month and a half left, and within that month and a half, you're trying. This is what you're working on.
Yeah.
It's wild to me. It's like, why do you have so much hate for these people? Like, it's crazy.
He's just a freaking crybaby.
Like, it's wild to me.
Meanwhile, 253,000 people dead of coronavirus in the United States of America, and it's going up. Just for comparison. Just for comparison. Okay. 253,000 deaths, coronavirus in the United States. In all of World War II, 405,000 Americans died.
Jeez.
Okay. By the time March 1st comes around, if we continue on this trend, they say we'll be somewhere between 475,000 to 500,000 deaths, more than those Americans who died during World War II. There's more than 2,000 deaths happening per day right now. Now, why we say March, April is the day, because Pfizer has just applied today for emergency use to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for its coronavirus vaccine. The company announced that their phase 3 is complete, it is 95% effective, and that they want to start administering vaccines to frontline workers as early as next week. So why does March, April come into play with the number like we can be that there? Because the vaccine is not going to be available to me and you, if me and you wants it, till approximately March. It's going to go to frontline workers, and it will then go to elderly in nursing homes and people who are ill. For the general public, it's going to be March. CVS Health Executive Vice President Chief Medical Officer Troy Brennan, he said the company, CVS, is ready. They are focusing right now on getting the vaccine next week to nursing homes, but he expects stores in CVS to start vaccinating people by the last week of February or early March at the latest. He says they are ready to move rapidly. We have the capacity to do 25 million people per month out of a CVS drugstore to vaccinate. So that's why they say March, at least in the United States of America. That is hopefully if two things happen. One, this vaccine actually works. And two, people actually take it. So if that is the case, not to say in March the pandemic is over, to say in March we will have turned the corner, assuming people start taking the vaccines and assuming people, and you want to know who the guinea pigs are?
Ooh.
The old people in the nursing homes.
Aww.
They're the guinea pigs, right? They say it's going to the old people in nursing homes first.
Yeah, I was
right. So if you say so then you look at grandma survived till March. Maybe I'll take the vaccine. I mean, that's what it's going to be. As sad as it is.
Right.
Poor grandma. Poor grandma's got to decide: am I going to get killed by COVID, or am I going to get killed by the vaccine?
By the vaccine. Wow.
But the reality is this: assuming, I know you're not a vaccine guy. You're not going to do it.
No.
I know that. Assuming.
Funny thing is, I just got a text from a friend saying, "Hey, I'm in my spiritual realm stuff right now. Do not take the vaccine." I was like, "Oop, that's another sign."
Okay.
Look.
No. Right. All right. Well, that's your opinion. If 70% of Americans take it, it would end coronavirus as we know it here. So you need 70% herd mentality, or herd immunity, excuse me, not mentality. The mentality of 70% to take it. So it's 70% vaccinated or already had it. That's basically it. That's the number that America has to reach to basically get people out of masks, back in planes, back in the offices, back in the clubs, back in the restaurants. 45,000 people have taken it so far, Yo-Yo. Would this change your mind? According to Pfizer, 45,000 people have taken the coronavirus vaccine over the last 6 months. All 45,000 people, other than for some apparently mild reactions that few percent had. And they say mild reactions would be a small fever, pain where the injection went in, nothing that required any sort of hospitalization. 45,000 people took it, and at least 6 months later, they're fine. And what they did was they split the vaccine between a placebo, which is basically half the people got sugar water and half the people got the vaccination. Of the people who got the sugar water, they got coronavirus as a percentage, like the rest of Americans, as a percentage. And those who took the vaccination were 95% less likely to get it. Does that change your mind at all? Is that something that you would even look into reading about?
I definitely would look into reading about it.
Right.
I just had a conversation with a woman about this today where I had asked her, I'm like, hey, well, she was telling me that she travels from London. She has a business both here and in London. And, you know, the UK is completely back on lockdown now. And we started discussing like the vaccination, and she's like, you know, I studied biology, and she was telling me how, you know, she went to Columbia and all these things. And she's like, I really feel like it's going to be the only way for us to feel some sort of normacy, and that it'll be a time, you know, I had asked her, you know, how's the UK and here in comparison, and she's like, I just honestly feel like I do have hope that there'll be a time where we won't have to wear masks, and people that don't get the vaccine will have to continue wearing the mask, you know. And I don't know, I'm hopeful for 2021 later, a much later 2021, even so maybe summer 2021, to be some sort of normalcy.
If CVS is going to be able to vaccinate 25 million people a month, and I assume there'll be other stores as well, but let's just do the math, all right? 25. Let's say it's only CVS. The vaccine doesn't go anywhere else. You got to go to CVS or nowhere else. 25 million a month. That's 25 million in March, 25 million in April, 25 million in May, 25 million by June. It's 1/3 of America vaccinated against coronavirus by June. Plus frontline workers, plus grandma in the nursing home. So a little more than a third. Maybe call it 40% of Americans. I think by June, we'll still be wearing masks, but I don't think we're going to be, assuming people take the vaccination, I don't think we're going to be in restaurants, closing restaurants down at 10, and I think Yo-Yo is going to be back at the club at 2 a.m. Maybe wearing a mask because he's not. Maybe wearing a mask because he won't take the vaccination. But
you never know.
Right.
From what you said, like with the facts and you know all that, like I'm not all the way against. It's just like you know I know the history and I know my body. Anytime I take like a flu shot or anything like that, I get super sick. You know, so that's just stuff that I know from my body. I'm not telling other people.
Sure.
Definitely not doing that.
Right.
Like I would never do that. And I actually wanted to ask the Brad Squad because the statistics that you gave, you know, it's very interesting. So, and I know like before we asked the Brad Squad and they were always like, no, I'm not taking no vaccine. And that's really, you know, a cultural thing as well. With my culture, we don't do medicine like that. You know, we do like herbals and whatnot. So I want to ask the Brad Squad, like with what Brad just said and like the statistics and the facts that he just gave, would that change your mind as well? Because now I'm like thinking about it.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
Let's see it in the comments. Yeah.
We got to find out more statistics because these are the statistics that Pfizer's giving us.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the statistics that a company who wants to make money is giving us. So I mean, we got to play devil's advocate a little bit. Okay.
Right.
But
see, that's what's always in the back of my mind.
Right, but I will say this, okay? I'm 52 years old. I've been taking a flu shot for at least 20 years now, every year. I'm fine. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to compare a flu shot to a COVID shot. Right. I'm sure when we were all young, almost everybody in the United States has taken a measles shot, a rubella shot. Lots of vaccinations already in your body when you were a kid that you probably don't even realize because you couldn't go to school in the United States without those shots.
Without those shots, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That's right. And you know what? I am sure the schools are going to require children to have COVID shots too to go to school. You're not going to go to school for that either. So at some point, So, everybody's scared of the unknown, but at the same time, you got to be scared of the known, which is COVID.
Right. Don Harriet said, I'm still very skeptical. I believe it was rushed.
Yeah, that's why I said I want to see other people take it first. And unfortunately, and we're going to see, I'm going to see other people, and everyone's going to see other people because we're not in the group that's going to get it first anyway.
Right.
So we're not frontline workers, and we're not, thank God we're not in nursing homes. So we got to see how the frontline workers do. So if you're a nurse or a doctor, you're going to probably take it, especially if you're working in a hospital. And we got to see how the patients in the nursing homes do. And, 3, 4, 5 months from now, if none of them are getting COVID and they all seem to be doing well, and the statistics bear out what Pfizer's telling us, I don't know, maybe I'm going to want to do it because, the alternative is to be quarantined in your home for the rest of your life.
Right. I feel like we're getting more information, but we're still gaining a lot of knowledge on everything that's happening. We're adapting, things are changing, and we'll just have to look out for more, man, for us to decide.
So by the way, Stargirl Mika says, this just sounds scary as AF. I don't want to say what AF means. Jessica Leamy also saying it's scary as AF. Willie L. Williams... He's not sure. He's not sure about this.
I like what Jessica Leamy said. Kudos to that 70%. Me and my kids ain't finna be a part of that.
Now, Carol Anderson, the Tiger, says, when you take this vaccine, we're all going to go back to normal because if there's a cure, because it's going to cure the virus and you'll be able to stop wearing the masks. That's what I'm looking forward to most.
I'm so scared that I can't even imagine us not wearing masks anymore. Like, I don't know. This is just.
And by the way, Kiki on YouTube, she says it's still up for debate for her because she's not thinking about the effect of herself. She's thinking about the effect on her 9-year-old. Because she's responsible for this child that she loves and has a whole life ahead of him or her. I don't know if Kiki has a boy or girl. But, you don't know what it's going to do to somebody in 50 years from now or 40 years from now. Right. So she's concerned about that. And you know what? Valid point. Valid point.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see.
All right. So much for Friday. This was not a Friday. We started off strong. I was all excited for Friday.
I was too.
And it was just all...
Dancing.
It was all... Yeah, we were dancing. We were ready to rock. And then I open the news. I'm like, depression. Should we kill ourselves through COVID? Should we kill ourselves through vaccine? Who knows?
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, Donald Trump. The biggest thing going on in court with Donald Trump's lawsuit is what the hell's going down Rudy Giuliani's face.
Right.
By the way, all 4 of his lawsuits got tossed in Pennsylvania, in Michigan, in Georgia, and in Wisconsin. All got tossed. There's no lawsuit that looks like it's going to have any meat to it whatsoever. This press conference where he's got the mascara going down his side, it was just what anybody, the bigger the lie, the more believable it is, and it's not backed up by any facts. They were just saying big statements. It's a fraud. People voted who shouldn't have. Look at these numbers. This is that, but they didn't back it up with any. Didn't back it up with any meat. Meanwhile, Georgia is certified for Biden. Unfortunately for the United States of America, we got another 8 weeks of crybaby. He's not helping Biden transition. Eventually, the Electoral College is going to meet, and they're going to elect Joe Biden as the president. All these lawsuits are going to be bogus. Friday. Woohoo.
So much for Friday.
So much for Friday.
What's next?
All right.
All right, what's next? Let's see. In today's Braducation, I answer the question, do I need a green card to get a work permit? You do not need a green card to get a work permit because your green card is your work permit. So if you have a green card, you are authorized to work in the United States. The real question is can I get a work permit before I get my green card? And that all depends on your specific facts and what's happening in your particular case. Generally speaking, when you file an adjustment of status application, you do get a work permit prior to you getting. So, Yo-Yo and Vanessa, this is supposed to be pop-up. I guess I gotta start answering some questions, or we're gonna do this a full show here. We can't be doing full show on Pop-Up Fridays, right?
Right.
All right, you got a question, I got an answer, and something we like to call getting answers to your immigration questions. Let's go to Angela in the Bronx. Angela, how are you, my dear?
Hi, Uncle Brad.
How you doing?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's going on?
I have two questions for you. First one, my daughter had filed for me, okay?
Yep.
She got a response from the I-130, and then now I-14
What do
here.
you mean she got a refund?
Okay, she made the application. They sent back the I-145 form for her to fill out and sent back to them. But I'm on a visa from Jamaica. I'm here from August.
So what I understand is this. She filed an application for you. They accepted the I-130. They returned the I-45 with your money. And then they said fill it out and send it back in again.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Did she fill it out and send it back in correctly now?
Yes, she does. She does.
You're safe. And hopefully you'll hopefully she did it right. I have no idea if she did it right or not.
Yes. I think she does, but what I'm saying, I'm in Jamaica. I'm in the US now. Is it a problem if I leave to go back to Jamaica?
Yeah, you won't be able to come back ever again because you've applied for adjustment and left without advance parole. So your visa is invalid. They'll never give you a new visa because you've shown an intent to adjust your status. No, you can't leave. You got to apply for advance parole. And in all due respect to you, my dear Angela, I don't believe you have any idea whether she did it right or not.
No, what I'm saying to you, she send in, she filled the I-148 form and send the team back.
Just because you send in a form and they take your money, that doesn't mean everything is good. It means you did the bare minimum to get them to accept an application. The first time around, you didn't even do the bare minimum to get them to accept an application. Now, accept an application and get something approved is two different things.
Okay.
And if you leave, you ain't coming back. You need to apply for advance parole. I-131. Assuming they accept the I-45 now.
Okay.
I would get a consultation if I were you. But that's just
okay.
Hold on. All right. Let's go to Shayna in Miami, Florida. Shayna.
Hi, Brad.
Hi,
so I have a question. If I just received my 10-year green card from Vawa, right? And I got remarried this year, and I want to know if I can file for my husband from Jamaica.
Yes.
How long would I need to wait to start the paperwork, seeing that I'm just a resident?
Are you married?
Yes.
Today you can start the paperwork.
Okay.
You can file it today. The quicker you file it, the quicker he's here. Don't delay.
Okay. So another question. If I haven't done my taxes yet because I just got my paperwork, so can I still do the paperwork for him?
Today is the best day to start filing for him because you don't have to show your taxes for about another year and a half. So at least you'll have 1 year, and if your taxes aren't good enough, you'll get an affidavit of support from a second person.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Good luck. By the way, only one more person online. I'm going to be taking 4 or 5 more telephone calls. So if you call right now, that number where you saw Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson with my head running across with a sign that says, "Ask me your immigration question," now's the time to call. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Kaysen in Los Angeles, California. Kaysen.
It's Kaysen, but hi.
Sorry. How are you?
Good. How you doing, fella?
Good.
So I'm kind of in a situation and kind of need some advice.
Okay.
Came down to the U.S. here about a month and a half ago, almost 2 months, from Canada to come visit my boyfriend for a little bit. My work gave me 3 weeks off, and after not seeing him for about 8 months, only having a week to visit him and then go back home to quarantine wasn't enough time. I knew that my work wasn't going to allow me to take 4 weeks off.
So you quit your job and you
decision.
stayed here. I'm already.
Yeah.
I'm already hearing what you're going to say. All right.
Yeah.
So how long have you been here now?
In 2 weeks, it would be 2 months.
Okay. And you're a Canadian citizen.
Yeah.
Okay. And when do you plan? You want to get married to this man?
I mean, one day I would.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So your question is, how do you stay in legal status here? What is your question? What is your question for me today?
Question is, like, we did talk about marriage, so yeah. But like the thing is, with COVID, we never knew what was going to happen. Like, if I went back home, if they were going to shut down air flights coming back here, or the situation. My house is back home, my car is back home, my personal stuff is back home. It's, like, I didn't intend to want to stay, but shit happens, kind of thing.
Sure. I'm still trying to understand what your question is. I hear your story. What is your question?
Question is like, yeah, we did talk about marriage, but like, we don't really know
what to do.
If that would even be an option or what.
Okay, all right. Sorry. So that's your question. You're not sure what. Okay.
Sorry.
The quickest thing you can do to solve your problem is get married. Okay. Now, let me tell you a few things about getting married. Number one, you should wait to get married more than 90 days after your entry into America. Why? Because you came as a visitor, even from Canada, even though you didn't have a visitor's visa, they allowed you to come visit. And what the law says is if you come to visit and get married within the first 90 days, there's a presumption that you lied to the government that you were coming here to get married when you crossed the border. And had the government known you were coming to get married when you crossed the border, they would not have let you into America. So you got to wait 90 days before the marriage. On day 91, day 92, you're out in California. Go down to local county, buy a license for marriage, and go back next day or 2 days or whatever. Go get married. Now you're married to an American citizen. Now you have to file an adjustment of status application. That's an I-485, an I-130, and you're applying to get your green card. And you're immediately eligible for your green card because you're married in a bona fide marriage. And we're going to talk about what a bona fide marriage is in a second. But you're immediately eligible for your green card. So you're going to file for your green card. It's called an adjustment of status. You're immediately eligible. While you are waiting for your adjustment interview, you can also simultaneously apply for a work permit. So you can get a work permit within a few months. With that work permit, you would get a social security number. You can go apply for a driver's license. You can go apply for a job. You can also apply for something called advance parole. Advance parole is a travel document. It's a document that allows you to travel back to Canada to go deal with your stuff, your car, your home, your life there, and then come back and be allowed back in America to finish your adjustment to get your green card in Los Angeles. So you're going to do, number one, you're going to wait 90 days. Number two, you're going to get married. Number three, you're going to file an adjustment with a work permit and advance parole. So you can work legally and then you can travel legally. And then you're going to wait about a year for an interview for a green card. And at that interview, they're going to interview you. Are you and your spouse in a bona fide marriage? What is a bona fide marriage? It's a legal term. It says, did you marry for love or are you married to get a green card? And what the government says, how you prove you're married for love, is you got to prove you and your spouse live together in the same home. At the end of the day, you go to work, he goes to work, or you go to school, or whatever you do. You walk around the block 100 times, but at the end of the day, you and him are in the same home, sleeping in the same bed at the end of the night. And then you also have to prove that not only do you share the same home, but you share a financial relationship. So what is a financial relationship? Do you have a bank account together? And the income you earn and the income your husband earns goes into that bank account. And out of that bank account, you pay all the debts of the marriage. So you live together, you have a financial relationship, you've now proven a bona fide marriage. Congratulations, you have your green card.
Really? Because, like, I know, sorry, I didn't want to take too much of your time. Because, like, I knew, like, Canadians have 6 months here or up to 6 months, and I was going to stay 6 months and then go back home. But then with COVID, you still don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Now, with regards to what you just finished explaining to me,
and by the way, the reason why I said go get married, and you don't have to, is if you guys are so in love with each other that you gave up your job to be with him, well, they might as well go get married at this point. I mean, you gave up your life in Canada for him.
Technically did.
Yeah,
I'm staying
right.
all my stuff back home. But in regards to this bona fide marriage and stuff like that, I mean, back home, I had him on like my insurance through work, just in case if he ever came to visit.
Right.
And as I had him as like, I don't know what it's called. Like if you die, then the money goes to whoever.
It's called life insurance.
Yeah, life insurance.
Right.
I had that through work, and I had him on that at work, and him as like my family emergency contact and all that stuff.
That's all proof that you're in a bona fide marriage and had a financial relationship, but all of that's in Canada. So now he's gonna have to do all that for you here in America.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So like even if I had copies of all that,
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly evidence of something that you're in a relationship, but you're gonna have to still do that all here in America as well.
Okay, and even if I sent him money back and forth too, like could that count as well?
That could count that you sent him money. That can go both ways, to be frank with you. One, it could show you guys are in a relationship and you have a financial relationship. It could also show you're paying him money to get married to get a green card. Depends on how you look at it.
Oh.
All right. So I don't think that's the greatest evidence. I think the greatest evidence is you and him live together. You have a financial relationship in America. You have a bank account in America. Your money, his money is in that bank account, and you're paying your bills. That's the best. Okay. That's the best relation. That's the best evidence.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
Congratulations and good luck. Well, Yo-Yo and Vanessa, it's Pop-Up Friday, and 3 people called. That's why you got so long. He almost got a full consultation. He didn't get a full consultation. He got a mini. He got a mini consultation because nobody called.
Oh man.
Vanessa, Vanessa, did you scare everybody to call and say, if I don't give you thumbs up, Brad's not answering any questions? Boy, that boss lady is scary.
My job.
You did your job. They don't call. I'm out of here. All right, let's do something we like to call social media checking, guys. It's not Hump Day, it's social media checking day. Oh my God, what's going on? Yes. All right, what do we got on social media checking?
All right, first it comes from Justin on YouTube. What other forms should I submit along with my I-360 Vawa application?
What are the other forms? Like what? Like you have to prove you were in a bona fide marriage and you were abused. There are no other forms. If you want to adjust your status with the VAWA, then you got to file an I-45, an I-765, and I-131.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Marcia Fabulosity on Instagram. Hi, Brad. My daughter is filing for me. She did the I-130 and she got a reply. She did the I-485 and sent it off. I'm in the U.S. from August. Can I leave the U.S. or do I have to wait?
Say that again.
So, her daughter is filing for her. She did the I-130 and she got the reply. She did the I-485 and sent it off.
Oh, this is the woman who called before, Angela from the Bronx. I said she has the advanced parole.
Okay, Goddess Warrior on YouTube. How long does it take for USCIS schedule an interview after receiving EAD? What are my chances traveling now with the advanced parole and my husband filed for my son? How long does it take for his I-130?
I apologize. Can you read that again?
Yes.
It's one of those days.
I think there's about 3 questions.
It's one of those days. Tell Jilly I'm getting all her messages. I got it under control. Don't worry. Okay, now let's go.
Oh, gosh.
I'm trying to read everything and listen to you at the same time.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Goddess Warrior on YouTube. How long does it take for USCIS to schedule an interview after receiving an EAD?
I assume for an adjustment of status, at least, under COVID now, it depends on where you are also. Could be anywhere from 6 to 12 months.
Okay, what are my chances? I have 2 more, guys.
Okay.
What are my chances traveling now with my advanced parole?
Perfect, as long as you don't stay out for more than a month.
And last, and my husband filed for my son. How long does it take to take for his I-130?
About a year.
Perfect.
Saliu Ba on YouTube. What would you do if you get a 10-year green card instead of the 2-year card based on 2 years of marriage?
Celebrate you have a 10-year card unless you got it incorrectly. So in other words, is the question, I was married less than 2 years and they gave me a 10-year card, well then you got to return it and say that I got the wrong card and do an I-90 and ask for a corrected card. If you're married for more than 2 years and you got the 10-year green card, woohoo! You don't have to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. You're done. Right? That's a good thing.
Okay, Alam Aga on YouTube. I'm here in the U.S. with the B1, B2 visa to see my brother. What options do I have if I want to stay and find a job?
I need an immigration consultation. I don't know anything about this man.
Sylvester Galvin or Garvelet on YouTube. 1 year plus now since me and my wife went on an interview. What's the holdup for my green card? What's the holdup, Brad? What's the holdup?
Magic 8 Ball.
Let me know.
Magic 8 Ball. Does Magic 8 Ball have any idea what the holdup is? Would you know what the holdup is? Do you think I would know what the holdup is? Let's see. It says my sources say I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
My sources say you don't know.
I don't know what the holdup is. By the way, I just want to remind everybody, this is our last show because we're going to be taking off for the Thanksgiving week next week. We'll be back, obviously, after Thanksgiving all the way through Christmas, but we're going to be off next week. So in the spirit of Thanksgiving, which is this Thursday, today's Attorney Close-Up features Spar and Bernstein partner and personal injury attorney Moshe the Bulldozer Baruch, giving some very interesting holiday facts you probably didn't know about Thanksgiving.
A grown turkey has about 3,500 feathers on its body. A baby turkey is not called a chick, it's called a poult. It was gambles, therefore the answer is false.
All right, 3 facts nobody knew about Thanksgiving until Moshe the Bulldozer Baruch told you. And by the way, we're going to answer more of your social media questions right now. But if you don't get your immigration question asked and answered, you can always follow me on Instagram at RealBradBernstein. If you follow me on Instagram at RealBradBernstein, you can drop me a DM and I'll try to answer it there. You could also follow us at Bradshaw Live on Instagram to get the best 2 minutes of our show in case you can't handle pop-ups on Friday. Can't handle it. Can you handle following Yo-Yo? Can you handle following? If you can't handle that, perhaps you can handle Yonathan Elias TV. Can you handle that one?
If you can handle it,
can
follow
you handle
me.
It?
If you can't, I can handle it.
And if
y'all handle it, follow it. Yonathan Elias TV.
What can they handle on your handles? What handle can your handle? No, I'm asking Vanessa. What handle can your handle?
Good content on that handle, but you'll catch a lot of fun things on my Instagram as well, at Vanessa.Contreras TV.
All right. Why am I Real Brad Bernstein? Should I be Real Brad Bernstein TV?
No, I would have just done Yonathan Elias.
Why didn't you just do Yonathan Elias? There's another Yonathan Elias?
Somebody has it with like 1 follower.
Who the hell? There's no other Yonathan Elias. There's only one Yonathan Elias in the world.
And no posts.
There's only one Yonathan Elias in the entire world. That is somebody just going after you, man.
Right.
They're like, this guy. Yeah, exactly. They're going to say, this guy's going to blow up one day, and I'm going to make some money from him.
You know what? I want to say, so, like, a lot of people don't know this. You know I'm all about entertainment. And I don't know if you guys know Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Left Eye from TLC.
Yes.
Before she passed away. I believe it was her. But she bought a bunch of her friends, like the rappers, like Lil Kim and all them. She bought a bunch of their website domains. Because, like, you know, when it first came out, a lot of people didn't know about it. And then she gave it to them, like, throughout the years before she had passed away. So, like, that's just a really dope story. thought about. See, I wish that I had friends that got Yonathan Elias before I became Yonathan Elias.
All right, Yonathan. I'm not gonna hold the handle anymore.
Is it you?
It's me. I'm not.
It was you.
And why are you Vanessa Contreras TV? There's another Vanessa Contreras?
I've always been after the dream, to be right here on a YouTube near you, on a Facebook near you. I can't remember why I added TV. I think it's just like a co-host thing.
I'm the real Brad Bernstein because some guy was trying to sell Bitcoin as Brad Bernstein. So I had to make myself real Brad Bernstein. But maybe I should have made myself real Brad Bernstein TV.
No, I like real Brad Bernstein for you because you're more than just TV.
Yeah.
I'm just real.
Right.
I'm just real. That's what I thought.
Real deal.
That's what I thought. All right, let's do some more social media check-in. What else you got?
All right, Blaze on YouTube. USCIS received my RFE form I-485 since August 3rd. Till now, I didn't hear it from them or even did my first biometrics or even received my EAD card. Is this normal?
How long ago did he file?
August 3rd.
It could be normal because it's 3 months. You didn't get a receipt notice or nothing?
No.
All right. He has to check to see if his check was cashed. If they took his filing fee, and if they took his filing fee, then you got to call the 1-800 number. If they didn't take your filing fee, then you know something's a problem.
Okay, our next one. Tigga on YouTube. Can my husband visit back in December after being here for 5.5 months? He went back home in July. He's currently waiting immigration interview in Jamaica. He's worried about getting turned back early.
Yes, because he stayed 5.5 months. You can't use your visitor's visa to live here. So if he stayed 5.5 months and went home in July and he's going to come back in December, especially with an immigrant visa pending for his green card, they're going to say you're using this visa to live here. He's going to have a problem.
Okay, Pandora Bear, YouTube. Got divorced in the U.S. and then got remarried in the U.S. Got a green card through my new U.S. husband. I wanted to apply for citizenship, but never got divorced in Peru. Did I need to get divorced in Peru too? Ex-husband lives in Peru.
Yeah, you didn't even get your green card legally because you're a bigamist. So when you go do your citizenship, they're going to say you didn't deserve your green card because, oh, wait a second. Roll that back. Roll it back. She got divorced from the first husband in the U.S.
In the U.S., but not in Peru.
Oh, that's fine. That doesn't matter. So one divorce around the world is a divorce is a divorce. Let me roll that back. I forgot that first part. I thought she was married to 2 men at the same time. No, she got a divorce in America from the husband in Peru, then married a husband in America. Go do your citizenship. I'm rolling that whole answer back. It's one of those days. Friday.
No, it's
Friday.
Turn into a Friday.
We can turn it into a Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're helping folks out. They
All right.
love to hear this right here. Katie Dela Cruz on YouTube. I renew my 10-year green card. I'm done already, my biometric, but I'm still worried if the public charge affects me now. I'm waiting if I'm approved.
When did she file the adjustment? The new public charge rules apply to anyone who filed an adjustment after February 20-something, or February, some date in February 20th or something like that, 2020. So if you filed in the month of February 2020 or before, you should be okay. If you filed after, your new public charge rules apply.
Okay, Pandora Bear on YouTube, another question. Are the new citizenship questions for those that applied before December 1st? I heard new questions are for those applying N400 on or after December 1st. Is this true?
Yes. So the answer to that is if you apply for your citizenship before December 1st, you're going to get the old test. If you apply for citizenship after December 1st, you're getting the new test.
Kenny de Bam Bam Me on YouTube. Asylum has been sent to court. My wife, who is a permanent resident, also filed for me after I had filed in for asylum. Can I be deported considering that my I-130 was approved by the immigration?
Yeah, you got to be able to figure out how to adjust your status in court, or you're going to file your asylum and win your asylum, which you've already done. But you can lose your asylum, and if you're not eligible to adjust and you're not cancellation eligible, the judge is going to deport you. So we got to figure that one out.
Okay, M Noir on YouTube. My I-130 approved on May 20th, 2019. I've not received any appointment yet for my visa embassy interview from NVC. Please advise on this.
Who filed for this person?
Just says that my I-130 is approved.
I don't know who filed for you, so it depends on who filed for you and when. So we need more information. Vanessa, 2 more.
Kiki on YouTube, can you confirm the possibility that a green card holder can file for a spouse and it will be treated just like a citizen, and also the spouse won't have to go back to their home country?
I can confirm that right now the priority dates for spouses of permanent residents are current. If your priority date is current, that means you can file an I-130 and adjustment concurrently, just like if you're married to a U.S. citizen. The only difference is that if you're married to a permanent resident, you have to file the adjustment while you're in status. You're not eligible to file out of status. If you're married to an American, you can file out of status.
Okay, last question. Shirley Smith on YouTube. Do you have a knowledge of the embassy in Nigeria, Africa, opening up for a spouse visa?
Yes, for U.S. citizens, yes. All right.
Sure.
See where I am now. I lost my place 3 times today. It's one of those days. Thanksgiving is next week, Yo-Yo and Vanessa.
It is.
Well, I don't know if we discussed that topic. So we're going to go back. I think we did a million times. So we're going to go back to last year when Yonathan was out on the streets asking the passersby in New York City if they were smarter than him in another game of Thanksgiving trivia knowledge. Let's watch.
What's up, Brad Squad? This is Yonathan Elias out here in the cold streets of New York, and today I'm feeling a little thankful. Can you guys guess why? It's because this is the week of Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving started off as a day to give thanks for the blessings of the harvest of the preceding year. We're gonna go around and we're gonna quiz some people on some Thanksgiving trivia, and we're gonna ask them what they're thankful for. I want you guys to play along and also let me know what you're thankful for. Let's go. The first question. Where was the first Thanksgiving dinner in the United States held? Was it A, Concord, New Hampshire, B, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, C, Plymouth, Massachusetts, or D, Dover, Delaware?
B?
C.
C, you got it! It was Plymouth, Massachusetts, you got it!
Plymouth?
You got it, yeah! Look, see?
I remember from, I guess, junior high school.
There you go.
I feel like I'm gonna be made fun of. I'm gonna say Plymouth, Massachusetts.
There you go, you got it!
Cool, awesome, great, because I thought of Plymouth Rock.
There you go, see? I guess high school and junior high does help for something.
Did something, I
Yeah,
guess.
did something. All right, what was definitely not on the first Thanksgiving feast table? Was it A, turkey, B, potatoes, C, venison, which is deer meat, or D, seafood?
Seafood?
That's what I would think, but it was potatoes. Potatoes weren't really big back in the day at that time.
That's
Isn't that?
Yeah, I would not think that.
See, I would think that they would have all the potatoes.
I was thinking that or the other choice before this. The deer meat?
The deer meat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely had deer meat then.
I'm gonna say turkeys.
It was actually potatoes.
Really? That's interesting.
Right.
Because I knew it had to be seafood because they came from they sailed the freaking oceans.
Exactly.
I'll say seafood.
Seafood is
I would have thought seafood too, but it's actually potatoes. Yeah, they didn't have potatoes back then. It wasn't popular back then. On your Thanksgiving table.
Has to be collard greens,
Hey.
mac and cheese, turkey, ham, cranberry sauce,
You name it. Now, who is known as the mother of Thanksgiving? Is it A, Sarah Josepha Hale, B, Betsy Ross, C, Martha Stewart, or D, Pocahontas?
C.
D.
It was not Pocahontas. It was A, Sarah Josepha Hale.
I'm going to guess Martha Stewart for giggles.
And you got it. You got you got the giggles.
Betsy Ross?
I would have thought that too, but it's A, Sarah. Sarah Josepha Hale. She actually was the reason why Thanksgiving became a holiday. So she was basically the one who brought it to Abraham Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a holiday.
Oh, wow, okay. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so you learned something.
Thank God for her.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right, now 4. A botched Thanksgiving order led to which invention? A, turkey thermometer. B, turkey burger. C, TV dinners. Or D, turkey fryer.
I would say thermometer.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it was actually a TV dinner.
Turkey frying.
Day.
Turkey frying. I'm gonna go with the turkey fryer.
Sounds about right, but it was actually a TV dinner.
Oh, really? Cool.
So an employee at CA Swanson and Sons ordered way too many turkeys and thought that they would sell out, and after Thanksgiving had a bunch, so they just cut it up, threw it in aluminum foil, and then made TV dinners.
Wow, that's so cool.
There you go. Now you know.
Yeah.
And we liked some TV dinners when we in college.
True that, because it's cheap.
Look, easy to make.
Throw it in the microwave and I'm ready to go.
There you go. There you go. All right, 2 more.
Okay.
Who was the first president to officially pardon a turkey? Was it Ronald Reagan, Calvin Coolidge, Thomas Jefferson, or George H.W. Bush? So I think every year a president pardons a turkey, says, "Oh, you guys don't kill that turkey."
Yes. Okay. Oh my God, president. Let's just say Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, it was George Bush.
George Bush. Okay. Who would have thought?
Yeah, not me.
No,
so
not many people either. Thomas Jefferson. I don't know.
A.
It is D, George H.W. Bush. Yeah.
Bush?
There you go. That's a good guess.
In my mind, I maybe read something about it. But...
Listen, I would sit next to you even if you were guessing. You got a good guess in mind. When was the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade held here in New York City? Was it A, 1918, B, 1924, C, 1955, or D, 1969?
Man, I could swear recently I had remember something it was the 75th anniversary or something, or 100.
Okay.
the 1950.
That don't sound like 75 years.
No.
I'm gonna go with 1955.
Well, let's try another one.
Okay. No wait, that was a stupid answer. What's your name? Day.
C. B.
Yes, you got it!
I don't know. 1918?
1924.
24, okay. Right.
What was the second one?
1924.
I think 1924.
There you go. See, I knew that you had it in there somewhere.
Because it couldn't have been 1918.
No, definitely
because that was no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last, I want to know, what are you guys thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family. Yeah. What are you thankful for, Ella?
The same.
The same. For your family.
You have an amazing family. What are you thankful for?
Oh wow, that's so crazy because I was just thanking my friends early, maybe half an hour ago, just for being in my life. But my friends, my family, all of the support and love that they give me for every choice that I make, really, and just my life. I'm really thankful for my life right now.
It's funny that you asked. I actually sent a message to all my contacts on my phone a few days ago because I watched a video of a kid who never saw color in his life, and he saw color for the first time, and his reaction. His reaction just took me, and then I messaged everyone be thankful for your fingers, for the tongue, for the eyes, We
take that for granted.
And a lot of people don't have those things, so I'm thankful for everything, every little blessing that I've been blessed with.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Well, there you have it, Brad Squad. That was an awesome game. I hope that you guys enjoyed this trivia of Thanksgiving. It's a lot of information that I never knew about. You could see all the people I actually interviewed they didn't know about. I wonder if you guys did. But last, I want you guys to put everything that you're thankful for in the comments below. This is Yonathan Elias, and back to the studio. We don't hear you, brother.
There it
We
goes.
don't hear
There's
ya.
Brad.
My mic is on. Do you hear me now?
Okay, we
There
do.
it goes.
So what I was asking you so eloquently before.
Okay.
So what are you thankful for Thanksgiving?
Oh man.
What are you thankful for?
I'm honestly thankful for being alive. You know, it's been a hard year, and I've found myself to push myself to continue to do great in life. And the fact that I was able to move into, you know, my own apartment in a pandemic, and I caught
Apartment
COVID.
A, the one
while-
we're gonna
Apartment
storm.
A.
The one we're gonna
That
storm.
you guys are gonna storm.
Yes.
That you guys are gonna storm. You know,
Yes.
I caught COVID. I did, like, this has been a really tough year, but I still have a smile on my face. So that's why I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for everybody that that brings that joy into my life, which is you guys. You know, you guys definitely help that.
Vanessa?
I talk to you guys more than my own family.
Vanessa?
Being real.
It's true. I talk to you guys more than my family too. I mean, I talk to you guys 2 hours every day. I don't talk to my family 2 hours every day, right?
Right. Yeah, uninterrupted 2 hours at that,
Yeah.
because we could talk to people for 2 hours and it'd be
Well-
interrupted. But I'm just similar to Yonathan. I'm grateful, you know, to have seen another day. Grateful to get through this pandemic, and that my family is still in very great health at this time. My family is very important to me, and other than that, I've been able to really, while on lockdown, work on a lot of my creative projects that are my passion projects, and see a lot of my potential really overflow. So not grateful for the circumstances as to why we were locked up, but I noticed how much I could do on my own creatively when I do hone in on my craft.
That's
so
nice.
I'm grateful for all the growth.
That's nice. That's nice.
about you,
Me personally, obviously, it's not been a great year. It's not been a great year for anybody. So, you know, other than maybe if you were Jeff Bezos, I can't think of anybody who had a great 2020. But I am nevertheless thankful that obviously I'm alive, the people I love, and my close family are alive. I'm thankful for my family, my children. I'm thankful for my coworkers. I'm thankful for knowing Yonathan and Vanessa. I'm thankful for the entire crew. I'm thankful for my entire staff at Spar and Bernstein. I'm thankful for my clients who inspire me every day, because as hard as I work, they work harder, because they were given nothing. Zero. I mean, I was given, you know, at the bare minimum, I was given an American birth certificate. I was given an opportunity to get a free education, you know, in public school, at a good public school. So I'm thankful for my lot in life. I'm thankful my parents gave birth to me in New York and not somewhere else. I'm thankful for basically every person that I come in contact with. Because every person I come in contact with, and honestly, I really believe that, it changes your life. It makes you better, it makes you worse. But, you know, some people, you know, they're jerks. It makes you worse. But I'm thankful for everybody, good and bad, who comes in my life, because it makes me who I am today. And for that, and I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. But we're not done with our show yet. And by the way, I'm just curious. Carol Anderson says she's always thankful for great health, and Rosemarie is always thankful for waking up every day, family, true friends. Jessica Leamy, she's thankful for life, my kids, my real family, blood and water. Marcia McCullough says she's thankful for life, family, and thankful to God to being where I am. Stargirl Mika says she's just thankful for everyone on here. Latana Sani says, Uncle Brad, I'm thankful for you. And I'm thankful for you. And I lost my place for Latana. She goes, I'm thankful for you and your staff. May all you be blessed. Marcia McCullough says, I'm thankful for you, Brad and staff, for helping each other, every one of us, in each and every day. Carol also says she's thankful for Brad and the Brad team. Latoya, I'm thankful for everything. Vivian says she's thankful for her parents. Melanie, Uncle Brad, I'm grateful for you. And it goes on and on. Let's see quickly on YouTube. On YouTube, they're not really thankful for much. They just all have immigration questions. Although Yibson,
There's one there. There's one there.
Although Yibson says, thank you, God, for everything that made it possible to be alive during this pandemic. Jesus takes all the glory, and thankful for Brad's squad that never allowed the pandemic to disorganize them. And Dijo Motivation, Twerky Motivation, says, I'm thankful to be alive. All right. We got to do something. You know what I'm going to be thankful for if I don't blow my ass up today? And because we're going to answer 9 questions in 50 seconds. It's something we like to call Speed Round.
All right. Next.
All right, you ready? On Julian, on Yo-Yo's first words.
Does sponsoring your relative mean nominating for a green card or a visa?
It doesn't mean nominating for anything.
How long after your I-130 is approved and sent to NVC do you get a response?
About 8 weeks.
Can an E2 visa holder stay in the U.S. after turning 21?
No, you have to change status.
Can I start the citizenship process for my wife if we are not currently in the U.S.?
No, you have to be in the United States for 90 days.
In the U.S. with a DS-260, do I need a social security number to work?
Yes.
I am on an F1 student visa. Is it legal for me to sell my my eggs?
I guess. Yeah, why not?
How long after EB I-485 approval can I apply for a new job?
The next day.
I have a 10-year green card. Can I file for citizenship?
Yes.
Sheesh, always on that last one. The eggs thing threw you off.
Eggs? I don't know if she's a chicken farmer or she's going to a fertility clinic.
Yeah, it was a fertility, but I lost the word fertility because I was
I'm like, is this woman walking around with a chicken or is she going to a fertility clinic? What's going on with this person?
Oh, just had one more. Can I file for my wife if I have a green card?
Yes. And by the way, you can file for citizenship if you have a 10-year card, but you got to still qualify. You have to be married for 3 years in a bona fide marriage to a U.S. citizen or have a green card for 5 years. All right, comments of the day. I made a lot of comments. We did a lot, but let's see what our comments of the day are.
All right, our first comment of the day comes from Abiel Dune Gmo saying, sharing is caring. You are not caring if you're not sharing. Brad's show with people who have complicated immigration cases and need of solutions.
All right, very nice. Thank you. Sharing is caring.
Yes.
Okay, our next comment comes from Marge Higgs. While I listen, my 2-year-old glam son is pressing the heart and care emojis. It's a family affair. Love
that. Yes, I like that. I like that. All right, our third comment of the day comes from Cristiano El Elion saying, Vanessa, Yo-Yo, and Uncle Brad, guys, I don't know how to thank you for the amount of value that you give on a daily basis to the immigrant community.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's just enough.
Yes.
I think that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, our next comment of the day from one of our VIPs, Jessica Leamy. Brad, if you didn't do schmoozing, then I wouldn't be in the know of what's going on in the world. So I appreciate and thank you and your crew for giving us the news. Hey, someone's got to do it, Brad.
That's right. Somebody's got to do it.
Agreed. Okay, and we have one from Don Harriet. We have a lot. Don Harriet says, educate, entertain, and inform. That's what the show represents.
That is very true. That is very, very true. You know, in our social media room, we have humanize, right? We want to make sure that people are not chattel, that there's a human being behind every story. We want to educate. We want to empower. That's what we're all about. Thanks for watching. I want everyone to have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Be thankful for what you have. Enjoy your Thanksgiving week. We're going to be back a week from Monday. So we're only going to miss each other for a week. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for watching. So Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What are you doing?